your old buddy Hoss, and I'm here at the Cigar Experience in West Monroe, Louisiana, with my good friend Mr. Don Nance, who is the owner, and I got another guy,
Nance, North Carolina.
Yeah, all right.
Mr. Nance, and Mr. Todd Vance. And I'm sure y'all know who Todd Vance is. We'll go into that in a minute. But both of
You
these
should
fine...
not be talking about my prison time.
Oh, yeah. Both of these fine gentlemen are from North Carolina. We found that out
North
yesterday.
Kakalaki, woo!
And Mr. Vance here, look at me. Mr. Vance here is the North American VP of Sales
It's a mouthful.
for Stallone Cigars.
Which means I'm the chief bottle washer
Chief Bottle Washer?
and cook.
Nice. He is the North American VP of Sales of Stallone Cigars. I'm going to get it out. And I want you to kind of tell them about the cigar,
Okay.
about your history in the cigar industry.
Oh wow.
You can be
You won't go
brief.
back that far.
You can be brief.
Okay. All right. So
What you may be well known for, I guess.
Man. Man, I started about, I guess it's 13 years ago this year, and it was my first job I ever got was with, thank God, Craig Cunningham at Esteban Carreras saw the rough potential in me as a salesperson and gave me a job as doing Texas, Oklahoma, Louisiana, Arkansas, and from there I moved to AJ Fernandez, and I became the director of sales for AJ. During some really good years when we introduced the New World Cigar and the Enclave, and
One of my absolute favorites, by the way.
It made my life very easy.
Don makes
Good
a
stuff.
fortune off of me buying the New World.
Well,
just like you know.
I think AJ made a lot of money selling a lot of New Worlds. And then I was fortunate enough to stumble into this company called Cornelius Snathy, which I absolutely loved. A bunch of redneck, just like us, from Virginia. And things went really well until they got bought out. That's okay. I hope Stephen Bailey is somewhere fishing and having a great time today. And my brother Nick Bailey, I hope you're doing well. And then from there, we get this little phone call from a company called Stallone Cigars. And I'm going to tell you, I asked him, first off, I said, who are you? He said, well, I'm in Venezuela. It's a Venezuelan company. I'm a sucker for when someone says I'm a third generation tobacco farmer. And
Nice.
yeah, whenever they say that, I'm just sucked right in. Sometimes, most time. Anyway, so I asked him a question. I said, I'm going to ask you this question. And I said, I've asked it of all my employers so far. Why in the hell do you want this business? Now, this is, a couple months before, back in July timeframe or June timeframe, and we've just learned we're still waiting for the FDA lawsuit and all that to settle out. So before that happens, we're all into the sword of Damocles. You don't know what's going to happen. Limbo. And manufacturing purgatory. You don't know where to go. You don't know whether to make this or that. So I asked him, I said, why in the hell do you want this business? And he goes, I've heard some good answers over the years. I said, but this is the best one I've ever heard. He goes, I've done business in Europe and South America, geographically challenged, worked in North Carolina.
He's one of the Americas.
One of the Americas, but South America, Venezuela, Argentina, Brazil. He does business in Italy, Spain, Portugal, and some of the Caribbean little countries. But he said to me, Todd, I think the American marketplace is overpriced. And I had never heard that before. I mean, when you've been at it for 13 years and you see these steady increases in price from everybody, we've gone from 13 years ago, I thought the price point was $7, $8. Well, now we're up to a steady, easy $15 to $18.
Yeah.
And for someone to say that was astonishing to me. And so he sent me some samples. I smoked the samples, and I was blown away because they came from a company called La Perla in Esteli, Nicaragua, which is Guillermo Pena. And Guillermo Pena is kind of a legend in the business, been around forever. And to work there, I've told y'all this story, but there are 0 pretty rollers in this place. You've got to have 10 years of experience to be a roller for Guillermo Pena.
You're going to get in trouble for that.
Probably somebody's going to make, I will get death threats. But there are 0 pretty rollers in this business. So if you come into that, you're going to have to go somewhere else. But 10 years of experience, they don't lose rollers. They keep them just simply because they pay well. But all my stuff is hand rolled, triple capped, and there's no Lieberman machines, no machines at all in that factory. So everything is by hand, and it is truly an art form. No science, thank God, because I was told there'd be no math as well.
Well, I've had 3 of them already, and their quality is very good, and it burns good.
And then the kicker is they're that price.
Right.
And their price points, start at, typically, we're talking about, Texas prices, which has a 1 cent sales tax.
Right.
My Robusto starts at $6.80, and that's a U.S. Connecticut, not Ecuadorian Connecticut, with Nicaraguan binder filler. And then we work all our way from, we got Habano, we've got a Brazilian Habano that we had last night that I love.
By the way, this is his second day here. We had to feed him last night, and I had about 4 or 5 of our friends over who are big cigar smokers. And
I was introduced into this weird thing called mead.
Mead. If y'all know, I own Louisiana's first meadery, which is Two Warriors Meadery, and so.
And if you've never had mead, you should try mead.
He didn't know how he would like it, but he said, "Oh, I really like this stuff." But I had some friends over last night, and we tore into his cigars. And I'm telling you, when I call my friends, like, "Hey, you want some free cigars?" First and foremost, they're like, "What time will we be there? What are we bringing?" And we fed you too.
Yes, you did. I never had duck before.
We had duck wraps and sausage, all this seafood casserole. Thank you, David and Taylor.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the biggest thing was I wanted them to try your cigars because they have kind of my palate, and we really feed off of each other really well.
And Scott, who's that guy's he's just a
Scott Bonner. You're the man.
Scott Bonner.
And he's been actually.
That guy's telling me flavors I didn't know existed.
We're getting paid.
He was in like from day one with AJ.
Yep.
He day one he started following AJ, but I trust his palate too, and everybody loves these cigars. I love the cigars, and that's a testament to you, and that's a testament to this company.
Correct.
Because first and foremost, you got somebody, and I'm not tooting your own horn, but you've been in this business a while. You're not going to get into a bad business. You're not going to.
I hope not, but it happens to all of us. I tried, I tried not to, and I've tried to do some due diligence. And
Sure.
I've looked at this group. They know what they're doing. They clearly know tobacco, and.
Can we burn one?
Absolutely.
Let's burn one.
Yeah.
But my goal, something that makes me much, much happier is to have a great cigar at a great price.
Sure.
And
Why did you pick this one for me? The Castaño?
So Castaño is, for those of you in the know, and there's a lot of people in the know that know what you do with San Andreas Maduro, what it goes on, and who's really good at making cigars with San Andreas Maduro, which Padron, we're all talking about that. Well, this is, I guess, our homage to Padron in honor, because this is a San Andreas Maduro, minus the 4 years of age that goes on a, Padron Anniversario.
Did somebody tell you I liked New World? I mean, not New World. Did somebody tell you I liked the Mexican San Andreas?
Yeah, I've heard that about 1,000 times since I've been here in 2 days. And you have too, I think. But so it's Nicaraguan binder filler, which is, there's always a certain amount of spice. The notes you get, especially Esteli Ligero, there's going to be some pop to it. But it's a delicious cigar that I happen to enjoy. That I can say, it's $7 to $8. We have. Is this the one we offer a Bellicoso in for $8? I mean, that's. I love Perfectos and Bellicosos.
I love Figurados.
Yep. So we've only got basically 2 SKUs at most, and I've only got 6 SKUs? No, 12 SKUs.
Okay.
No, there's more than that. Not many.
Are we talking SKUs with Vitolas?
Yeah, because there's most of the brands, of which there are 6 brands of cigars. They're all named after horses. It is not Sylvester Stallone. It is not Frank Stallone. Stallone.
Which, by the way, I've actually talked to Frank Stallone several times on Instagram.
Really?
He's a great dude and cigar smoker. So if you ever see this, Frank,
Jump in.
This ain't after you.
Yeah, but we'll take your endorsement if you want to give it to us. I know that his brother Sylvester is a huge Fuente guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he's.
Man, I'm gonna tell you the first notes on this. The pepper, boom, getting some pepper, getting some.
Are you good at that too?
Definitely getting the white pepper. To me, that's the first thing that stands out. it's kind of telling me, hey, this is going to be a powerhouse. But I've smoked a couple of those last night, so I know that
it settles down.
It does settle down.
Simmer down. It's like that.
Simmer down now.
It's like
simmer down now.
It's like that. What is it? That Slim Fast? No, Slim Jim commercial.
Yeah.
Snap it to a Slim Jim. Yeah. Simmer down now.
But no, it starts off and you're thinking, oh, this is maybe a little too much for me, but it really does. It does settle down.
And then it winds up with that. The flavors I really dig in a cigar is that cocoa, the
leather,
coffee,
the chocolate.
Yep, that's what I really like.
Hints. And my palate always tends to go towards the earth and the leather and the chocolate notes. I don't know why, but it's like I'm constantly searching for these notes in a cigar. And the haze,
because you're not like food and we're looking for chocolate.
Yes, is this a stab at me?
No, we'd never do that.
Yeah, but I do love chocolate.
I mean, you both.
They're not drinking anything, but I'm gonna have some mead because I love pairing with my cigars. And I have the Odin's Love, which is the best seller of our meads.
That would be delicious.
It is delicious. Matter of fact, why don't you try it?
Can you hand me a glass? Will you have a glass with me? I'm not drinking alone.
Odin's Love is a spiced mead. This mead is a recipe from the 12th century. It's got lemon, ginger, cinnamon, and clove. And it just won 4th in the world in 2000. This 2 weeks ago won 4th in the world on the commercial side. So we're very proud of it. And it goes great with cigars.
And this
especially full body cigars.
Tell me again. This is what is this again? It's
Odin's Love,
and it is
what
kind of
spiced mead?
Spiced mead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Man, there's something about the smell of mead with that. It's a honey. It's what wine made from honey.
Wine made from honey.
There is a smell to it that is just phenomenal. That just makes your mouth water.
Then
it's almost like a palate cleanser too in a way. It's a palate cleanser. Look, if you want to buy Odin's Love. Stepping in here, go to our Facebook page, Two Warriors Meadery. There's a link that says Vino Shipper, and so I'll send you a bottle, and
it's worth it. I mean, if you've never tried it,
it's $25 a bottle.
Yeah, and worth every penny of it. And it's here. I'm hoping that a lot of us are past the days of Bud Light and Coors Light.
Yeah.
Because nothing is better than a good cigar in a good spirit. Well, I agree. This is a whole nother level of spirit that I've never had before. Yeah. And it's incredibly good. And
thank you. And I didn't mean to step in on you here, but I just wanted I wanted to taste some. I think it goes well with this cigar.
Yeah. I mean, my Viking side loves this. I didn't know I had a Viking side until last night.
It's a different kind of Viking out of North Carolina.
Yes.
Now the pepper's really kind of dying down some. Mm-hmm. Gotta be interested how they get that. Is it just I don't know. I'm always fascinated in the rollers and what they put where and how they put it, and very toothy cigar.
Very toothy. For those of you that don't understand toothy, you have to, it's like a shark skin.
Yeah.
It's got that, you rub it the wrong way and it's almost like it goes or try and rub a cat the wrong way, right? It's gonna get really angry real quick. But you can feel it's almost a very grabby, tactile, sensation on a San Andreas.
Do you find that American cigar smokers like that, or do they like the smooth? What do they like? Is it all over the place?
I think Padron's proven that they love San Andreas. But going back in the day, Padron used to never say that this was San Andreas. They always said this was Nicaraguan natural. And I understand now why they did it, because there's not that. There's a couple good suppliers, of which Edgar Hoyle and Casa Turrent are the best at supplying San Andreas Mexican wrapper to the market. But whenever you used to say it's got a Mexican wrapper to it, it was almost, it was not a high quality tobacco. Mm-hmm. And now it's gone, Topo Chico. You ever drunk, it's a mineral water.
Oh, yes, we have.
Who would ever think that you would drink water from Mexico, right? Yeah. That used to be, don't do it. Yeah. And now we're paying for it.
Yes.
And it's up there with Perrier. Well, it's the same thing with Mexican San Andreas wrapper. I mean, it's a high quality tobacco that there, unfortunately, is not that much of.
So I have a question as far as, you mentioned your price points on the retail side.
Yep.
How is it that, how is he doing this? Because this is I know quality.
Yep.
And this is a quality stick. How's he doing this?
Well, the stick is better than the price.
Yes. And so once again, when I'm interviewing, he's interviewing me, I'm interviewing him, trying to figure out how we're going to make this work, and do we want to make it work? And And he said, one of my goals in this business, he said, I want to give you more than what you're paying for. And that's exactly what he's done.
Sure.
You will pay a lot more. I mean, this is, what we say, $7 to $8. You will, if you took the label off and I stuck this beside some other really good cigars with San Andreas that cost a lot more, you'd be hard pressed to pull this one out and say this is the least expensive of the bunch.
Well, I can taste the San Andreas. I love it. It's good stuff. And I understand I'm kind of cornering the market because Todd has told us that if we buy in, we're going to be the seller here in Monroe, West Monroe, Louisiana.
West by God,
Cigar
Monroe.
Experience.
By God, Monroe.
You are the only store in town we'll have this.
This is the spot to get it.
That's right.
West Monroe will be famous for this cigar. We're famous for a lot of
What
things.
are y'all famous for?
Duck Dynasty.
Oh, that's true. There's a
Duck
that's
Dynasty.
right.
This is where we're from. Yeah, not all of us are duck hunters. Not all of
And
us have big
the
beards.
Stallone Cigar.
Yeah.
And the Ric Flair of cigar salesmen.
So Don's actually in this business now for 3 weeks. This is his 3rd week in business as a cigar store owner.
Guys, it's a beautiful new cigar store, and if you haven't been here, it's a destination. It's not a cigar store; it's a cigar experience.
Exactly.
And this is an experience. Come to this place.
We have 4 separate lounges. Very nice selection, and we're very proud to be taking part in these Stallone cigars.
Well, thank you.
And let me ask you a question. As far as you have your pure air purification here.
Yeah, we got a system that runs the whole building. It'll draw in 2,000 cubic feet every minute, and so every room has a vent. Whichever room you're in, you're not going to leave smelling like smoke.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
And thank you for letting us do this here, by the way.
Yes.
Sure.
And by the way, I love this, but when we started filming Don for his videos, people kept asking me, is he drunk in these videos? I said, no, he's from North Carolina. That's how he talks. So he's not drunk.
It's just a slow accent.
And now Todd's in the video,
Yeah,
so
this may take 9
so
hours.
House sounds a little curious.
I wonder what this is all about.
Where's
I've known you
his?
for 7 years. You've been drunk for 7 years. But look, guys, I just wanted to I'm back now making videos again. Took a little bit of a break, but I'm back now making videos. There's, I just want to take a break and dive more into cigars. And because the videos that I was making, I felt like I wasn't giving you enough for, you viewing my videos. I want to make sure what you're getting is great. So,
Okay.
but thank y'all. Is there anything else you want to put into this or say about the cigars?
I would say they're not in a lot of places right now. I'm looking for the first.
Yeah, you said how many stores?
So I'm going to embrace the term boutique. We're going to say we're ultra boutique. Because to me, it's equivalent of saying I'm a really great craft beer, as opposed to Coors Light. Nothing against Coors Light, but it ain't my cup of tea. If I'm gonna drink a beer, I'm gonna drink a beer, not alcohol flavored water. This is a cigar that tastes like a cigar. It's not, there are some major manufacturers.
We're not going
to drop any names, but they make cigars. There's a lot of them that make cigars that just taste like hay, and I'm like, I can go pick up a piece of hay outside and stick it in my mouth and taste hay. I didn't want to pay $10 for it.
Right.
If you're looking for an experience that will, cigars they're transportation devices. I mean, this takes you to other worlds. This takes you to places where the tobacco is grown, like Mexico and Nicaragua and Brazil. And they even though they take you to other places, they all bring us together too. I've made some incredibly good friends last night just by sitting and talking about
the cigar is the great equalizer.
Absolutely.
As they say. And I've made more friends. I've started a business because of a cigar. He started a business because of a cigar.
Yep.
It really is. It's one of the best things that's ever been made.
I agree.
And how many stores did you say this is going to be in?
So this will be in 500 stores across the nation, of which we're in 46 right now. So we're going to get bigger.
Yeah.
If you have an interest,
Is that counting Don's?
It is counting Don.
Okay, good.
So Don is 46. Lucky number 46.
That might be the next president.
Hey,
I'm
that's right.
46.
Oh, Lord. Lord help us. No.
But that's
Thank you, Todd, very much.
Any chance?
Great stuff.
Thanks for
Great
the cigars. We smoked the hell out of his cigars last night. He's gonna have to go home and.
Yeah, I got to reload.
He's got to
Reload.
restock
Yeah.
before he can go to the next
That's
place.
right.
Thank you very much.
Guys,
for
thank
that.
y'all for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you,
That's
sir.
a great pleasure.
Very nice.
Congratulations
Yes,
and
sir.
welcome to the business.
Yes, sir.
And look here, y'all be safe. And if you see Todd, tell him Hall sent you.
Well, that was friendly. And we did pretty good.
Yeah.
If I say so myself.